Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cavanaugh's Corner. Just wanted to say thank you to everybody for coming back to the channel here today. And today we are continuing our review series of the new Indiana Jones 4K box set here. This is the new 4K, 4-movie collection, I should say. This is the Steelbook one that I showed off in the previous videos. But today we're getting to my favorite film in the series, hands down my favorite film, and that is, of course, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And this movie is definitely, hands down, like I said, my favorite film. This has, everything you could ask for in an exciting, action-adventure film. And Harrison Ford and Sean Connery in this are just so perfect together as father and son. And the artwork on this is also pretty great. I'm going to open it up so you can see it here. So there's Indy and his dad, and of course the 4K disc on this side. There's more stuff behind the disc, but the disc is actually kind of hard to remove, so I'm going to leave it in there for now. And of course there's the Holy Grail on the back. And Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, I remember seeing this on VHS when I was a kid. And I had to say, this movie has always held a very special place in my heart. Of course, I had to continue the t-shirt run here for this one because I love this movie so much. I had to wear the shirt that goes along with it. And I was very much excited to watch this, almost more than any other film in the series here. Just because I just love this movie, and I always have a good laugh, and I always walk away from this film feeling just so good. The action sequences in this movie are spectacular right from the get-go. The opening scene where they show Indy as a kid and River Phoenix, of course, playing that part. May rest in peace. Him and Sean Connery, may they rest in peace. But, again, this movie is such a blast to watch, and I was very excited to see if Paramount could go, 3 for 3 here with the 4K transfers. And I have to say, yet again, I have nothing negative to report here. Again, I wish I had something bad to say, because these reviews would probably be more interesting. But just like Temple of Doom and Raiders, Last Crusade is another absolutely spectacular 4K transfer from Paramount. Jumping right into the picture quality here, the picture quality on this is fantastic. It is damn near perfect, I would even say. The whole movie, yet again, has a fine layer of grain through it. They did not use any digital noise reduction that I could tell. The movie just looks just pristine to the point where this movie could have came out yesterday. This movie does have a much brighter color palette than Temple of Doom, but the scenes that they do have darker scenes in, one scene in particular that I can think of is when they go into the catacombs in Venice. The black levels in this movie are yet again just perfect. There is nothing to report in terms of crushed black levels or everything. It just looks great. It looks so great. I had no complaints about the picture whatsoever. The Dolby Vision in this, yet again, is another home run. Colors all throughout the film are so much more brighter. Right from the opening scene where they have that big shot of the Grand Canyon. Again, all of those scenes in the desert at the beginning, it just looks so much more vibrant than it ever did before. Colors of clothing and everything, just detail level as a whole is just shockingly beautiful now. Whereas before things were a little muddy in the visuals from the older Blu-ray, that is gone, and all you have now is crystal clear, high detail level picture. The Dolby Vision just kicks everything up a notch. The explosions in this are just unbelievable to look at. There is one explosion in particular near the beginning of the film where Indy jumps off the boat while he's in the ocean and the boat blows up. That looks absolutely fantastic now. The scene where they're actually going into where the Grail is being held, those scenes look so much more intense now. Especially the opening kind of booby trap, the Breath of God booby trap. You can actually see the individual lines of the cobwebs in the cave there where he's moving through. It's unbelievable how beautiful this movie looks. And again, just another 10 out of 10 transfer here from Paramount in terms of picture. I was blown away by it. And honestly, you know, my love of this movie could have blinded me, but you cannot deny how fantastic the picture is on this disc. It's amazing to look at. Some of the other things I wanted to talk about with this was also the new Dolby Atmos track. This is an all-new Dolby Atmos track as well. And that track, yet again, just like the other two films I talked about so far, yet again, just enhances the movie so much. That Dolby Atmos track is really a knockout. And the surrounds are used perfectly in this. I saw no issues with dialogue being washed out. Again, you will have no issue hearing the music in this. The John Williams score is just blasting when it comes out. Sound effects are placed perfectly in the surrounds, and the overheads are used pretty well too, especially near that big action scene near the end where Indy has to jump on the tank. There is stuff going on all around you, above you. When there's scenes when the interior of the tank, you can hear stuff going on above you. It's really impressive stuff. And again, just, you know, hats off to Lucasfilm and Paramount for that new Dolby Atmos track. They really knocked it out of the park, and I loved every minute of revisiting Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Again, I wish I had something bad to talk about here, but this movie just looks so great. Color palette is greatly enhanced. The sound is better than it ever has been. And I had a blast watching this movie. And I always have a blast watching this movie, but definitely glad to have this now in 4K, because as my favorite film in the franchise, I can see myself rewatching this again and again and again. And now it's kind of a showpiece now. And this is just like the other two films in the series. This is a reference quality disc. And I can definitely see myself putting this in and showing this movie off to people, just to show people what a 4K disc done right looks like. Because this is it. This is definitely it. You know, even if you don't give a crap about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, the first three films in the series are just some of the best 4Ks I own, and I got a lot of them. But these are definitely reference quality discs, and I cannot recommend this set enough. If you do want to order this set, I have a link in the description below. If you buy it through that link, I do get a kickback here on the channel, and it's greatly appreciated if you do that. Of course, if you don't, it's totally up to you. But as always, I want to say thank you for coming back to Cavanaugh's Corner. Next time, we're going to wrap up the review series here with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Again, you know, probably my least favorite of the series, but again, we're doing all of them, so we'll take the bad with the good. And again, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel below so I can keep bringing you reviews like this. And thank you so much. Please stay safe and take it easy.